Good morning. What's up, gang? As you can see, I am excited because today I am going on a college tour again. As you can see, I got a necklace, a little book bag, and a Tommy shirt. But I want y'all to stay tuned to see where we're going today. And I might make this a college tour series. So stay tuned. As you guys can see, I did a little switcheroo with the outfit. But you know, when I pick breakfast, that we're going to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. So, this lighting looks amazing on me, as you can see. But, when I go to Chick-fil-A for breakfast, you got to get the same thing. All I do is routine, no switching. You got to get the Chick-fil-A minis. Only Polynesian. Gotta get a sweet tea. And then of course, if I'm gonna go big, I'm getting a combo.
A now. In 4/10 of a mile, keep left. Turn right now.
Okay guys, so as you can see, we're in this city. I still can't reveal where we're going. You'll have to just wait until y'all see the sign. Some houses and buildings. Okay guys, so now we're like downtown area. Some more businesses. Some more buildings and restaurants. Chase? ATM, baby. I don't use Chase, but what do you got? Movie theater. Their buildings are so nice. Y'all, look at this bike taxi thing. Now that's cool. I want one of those. But who gonna push me? Who gonna push the pedals for me?
I guess the people sitting in the back, they're waiting on people who want to ride.
I want to ride. Y'all, their Walgreens look totally different from ours. Y'all can see. Well, they got a expensive Walgreens. And the glass stuff. Where's Starbucks at?
Inside the
Ooh,
hotel.
I need to know all Starbucks locations.
Inside the Francis Marion.
Francis Marion. What they got? They got a mole.
Street.
Some more buildings and stuff, so y'all can see with me. If I come down here, y'all, I gotta be prepared for these bikers and pedestrians.
Gotta park in the park.
Okay, y'all, here it is, College of Charleston. You see it. Like the best school win. It's a fraternity house. This is the Rita Liddy Hollins Science Center, I think. I couldn't really see it. This is what she's talking about. I do. And the #1 school for study abroad. Studying abroad.
You should always refer to the web for details, guidance, and the most up-to-date information. Obviously, the first thing to do is complete the application, as City Eucharist coursework will continue to be the primary drivers in the selection process. That said, we want to have as much information as possible about you as we review your application for admission. So, although we do not require that you write an essay, we strongly recommend you submit multiple writing samples, especially if you choose to have your application validated. When you were thinking about which application type might be right for you, please keep these factors in mind. We can all agree that college is a major expense in most household budgets. However, it is an important investment in the future. Since everyone's situation is different, we strongly recommend you can still submit test scores after you've been accepted so that you will become eligible for those specific scholarships.
Entrepreneurship professors are entrepreneurs themselves. All of my hospitality and tourism management professors have all worked in the industry all over the world. And if I could brag briefly about my major, tourism management in our School of Business is actually ranked 51st in the world for hospitality. Since we're in such a destination city, we pull talent from all over the world to work and teach in our School of Business. And the average class size throughout the School of Business is only 25 students. So you really get this personal relationship with your professor if you do want to go into that industry, because your professor worked in that industry. They already have those connections, so you can create your network through your professor, and they are more than willing to hook you up with their connections that they have. Some cool programs I want to mention before we cut on through. The first one is called the Student Success Center, which is the first office on the left you'll see when we walk inside. That is kind of a glorified career academic advising center just for business students. So you can go in there and get academic help, kind of navigate your business courses, career counseling with interview help, resume help, even what kind of attire to wear to different business occasions. They get that specific. Most of our majors in the School of Business require you to have an internship before you graduate. So there's an internship coordinator in there that partners with not only industries in South Carolina, but all over the country. If you want to travel to other states, have an internship there, see what kind of market that they have. And then I'll get into study abroad for the entire university a little later, but if you want to go specifically with business professors and business students, there's study abroad programs just with the School of Business. So there's another study abroad coordinator in there. So it's a hub. It's pretty much your one-stop shop if you're a business student. They got everything you need in there. But the second program is called Impact X for anybody interested in entrepreneurship. That's my minor. And Impact X is a semester-long course that pairs together a computer science major, liberal arts major, and a business major. And they come up with their very own business plan throughout the entire semester. And at the end of that semester, do you want Shark Tank, the show Shark Tank? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they'll present their very own business plan in front of a Shark Tank style board of local Charleston angel investors, and they can win up to $10,000 to actually further their business plan. So these sophomore, junior, seniors are already making money while they're in school. This is really cool. Any business questions though? As much or as little food as you care to eat, but they do have rotating meal stations in there, so you don't have one option when you're inside. The other dining hall that's similar in format is called City Bistro. It's just on the opposite end of campus. And City Bistro and Liberty actually coordinate their menus. So if you pop into Liberty, you don't see anything you like at any of those stations, you can go over to City Bistro. They have a whole new menu over there. The third dining hall is called Marty's Place, and this is our new vegan, vegetarian, and kosher dining hall. I have none of those. I really like a good surf and turf meal at Halls, but when I have my meal plan, I go there at least once a week. They're restaurant style, so you order your food at the counter. Everything is made to order, and they will bring it to the table for you. I don't know what y'all's current high school food lunch situation is, but I went to public school in Atlanta, and they would serve us like slightly thawed chicken fingers for lunch and call it a day, and that was our lunch. But everything's made fresh in-house in all of our dining halls. You can see chefs always cooking everything up. And from my personal standpoint, I really enjoy the food. It's a big foodie town in Charleston, so these dining halls are competing with the restaurants in downtown, so they want to make this food good. The last thing I want to mention, if you have a food allergy or anything like that, City Bistro and Liberty have something called True Balance, which caters to all the food allergies except shellfish. We are a coastal town, so we're going to serve up some shellfish. But if you do have a shellfish allergy, they'll be more than happy to cook you up something without shellfish if that's what they're serving that day. If you don't have a meal plan on campus and you live off campus, we have all kinds of off-campus meal plans where we partner with restaurants all over the peninsula of Charleston. No matter where you live downtown, I'm sorry about that. Say about 98% of our campus is covered in this brick pattern we're walking on here.
I love the concrete.
Bikes are really popular down here.
Foreign language, history. They're actually recommended by that professor to be hired into the CSL. So all of these tutors have taken the same courses that you're taking, probably with the same professors. So they know what you need to look out for. They know what you need to study. And it's open 6 days a week. And again, they have walk-in hours. It's free. So there's really no excuse to not use that facility. Up on the second and third floors are private study rooms you can rent out if you're doing like a group project. And then finally, the top floor, our third floor, has our special collections. We house some of South Carolina and Charleston's historic documents up there. So if you're doing like a research paper or historic preservation, I did historic preservation, which is one of my top 5 classes I've ever taken at college. You can use those resources up there as primary documents, and those historians are fantastic. They can really help you through this process. And then like a lot of libraries, as the floors go up, the volume goes down. So the first floor is kind of our chatty Cathy social hour down there. So right, is that Peachy building on the corner? City Bistro is on the first floor of that, the third guy. Y'all are local. You know. Charlie? Charlie? Oh, that's close. That's close. You know it. You know this guy's name? You know what he is?
Okay.
He's a cougar. What's his name? Clyde. It's Clyde. So this is Clyde the cougar. He's our mascot. We now just entered Cougar Mall. Another superstition that we have is that if you pet Clyde's nose or tail, you have good luck. So a lot of students have their...
She wants to go touch him.
Very excited, Clyde.
I'm not a student, sorry.
Anyway, so back to Clyde. A lot of students have their midterm finals in these two buildings right here. So sometimes you'll see some students petting Clyde before they go and take their midterm final. But these are both general education academic buildings, meaning they're not major minor specific. So you'll take a lot of your liberal arts credits in these two buildings. That's Maybank Hall, and this is Robert Scott Small. In addition to classrooms with Robert Scott Small, you have your Cougar Counseling, which is just another mental health service that's included in tuition that you can utilize. But I have to admit, I really had no idea what liberal arts education was until I was well into my application process. But what I've come to understand after about 3.5 years of going here, what a liberal arts education is that instead of at other institutions, you just pick a major minor, you just take those classes and you graduate with this narrow expertise. Instead, at a liberal arts institution, we require you to take 7 classes in addition to your major minor courses to kind of expand your expertise so you have knowledge all over the place. And the 7 classes are the 5 courses you take in high school, so your math, science, foreign language, history, and English/literature. And then we just add on humanities and social sciences. You can take these classes anytime you're an undergraduate here, but a lot of students get them done their freshman, sophomore year, but it's really up to you. But
Projects. So we have something called Honors Engage. So it's basically a community service thing that you do all year, but it's so, I cannot speak about it enough. I'm an education major and I do reading partners, which means so once a week I go over and I teach kids how to read. So it really, they correlate it with your major and correlate with something around Charleston. So yeah, it's really a good opportunity.
So do you need a certain GPA to get in it or stay in it, or?
So there is I think it's like a 3.0 GPA requirement, but they're very talk with your advisors. They're not going to kick you out if you fail a midterm or something. They're very reasonable with that. And they also, to apply, you only just have to click a little extra box that says yes, I want to be in the honors college, and then there's one additional essay. But other than that, you're good. Any questions?
Beginning of the tour, and this is also where we hold graduation. And I'll have to turn it off to you if you want to talk about graduation.
So graduation is my favorite, personally my favorite tradition of CFC, even though I'm not graduating, this year. But so what we do is we actually don't have the traditional graduation cap and gown spiel. All the women wear white, and then they wear 6 red roses to signify the first 6 women that went here. And then the men also wear white tuxedos. We pass under, as a remember, saying that we pass when you first come in as a freshman, you go under Porter's Lodge, and you leave out of Porter's Lodge too, and coming to say that you know thyself, which is the Greek inscription on top. That's what we do. Yeah, so I usually also end with why I went to CFC too. And as I said before, I'm an out-of-state student, and I kind of was really scared to take the jump to come here and everything. But one of the biggest things was just like the hands-on school like experience that I got being right in the city. There's no place right like it. Like I never get to, like I walk here every day and I'm just still get that feeling. So yeah, I don't know if you want to end why you came here too.
Well, many reasons. The size of campus, the city, but it really is a great institution. If y'all have any other questions, we'd be happy to stick around for a little bit. But best of luck to all y'all. I really appreciate y'all sticking with me on this fantastic day. But yeah, we'll stick around for a little bit if y'all have any.
I can't find the shoes I saw last time. They was like this, but they had some white and pink in it. We got the waiting in the Gucci line. I'm not feeling it. Oh god, these are shoes I got, but they were too wide. They're like stuff like this. They got like Daffy Duck on it. They jump hard. Yeah. DALE.
Okay, Mrs.
They ain't sent it yet. Pandora. Look at the horse ride, y'all. I forgot to do the outro. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.